Welcome back, football fans, to our deep dive review of an absolutely breathless encounter out in Houston. If you missed this one, you missed what might just be the most explosive, wide-open masterclass of the tournament so far. The Netherlands and Sweden just walked off the pitch, and the scoreboard tells a story of utter, unadulterated Dutch dominance, finishing 5-1 in favor of the Oranje. Right from the opening whistle, Ronald Koeman's tactical gamble set the tone. He chose to start Brian Brobby, a move that raised a few eyebrows before kickoff, but it paid dividends almost immediately. We were barely into the match when Cody Gakpo drove forward and delivered a perfectly weighted ground cross. Brobby read it beautifully, ghosting into the box to tap it home and shatter the deadlock in just the 5th minute of play. Sweden tried to steady themselves, relying on their own attacking power to push back, but the Dutch transition play was simply too lethal. Before the Swedes could even establish a rhythm, Denzel Dumfries began his virtuoso performance down the right flank. In the 17th minute, Dumfries fired a low, diagonal ball flashing across the 6-yard box. Brobby, showcasing immense desire, threw himself forward at full stretch and poked it into the back of the net to secure his second goal of the afternoon. Despite trailing by 2, Sweden did not roll over. The latter part of the first half turned into a spectacular, end-to-end shootout. Sweden racked up 10 shots before the break, but they ran directly into a brick wall named Bart Verbruggen. The Dutch goalkeeper produced world-class saves, denying dangerous efforts from Victor Gyökeres and Yassine Ayari. The Scandinavians thought they had finally pulled one back just before the interval when Gustav Lagerbielke headed a whipped free kick into the net, but the assistant referee's flag quickly dampened their celebrations, ruling the defender offside. If Sweden hoped the halftime break would allow them to regroup, those hopes were obliterated within moments of the restart. The second half was a showcase of pure Dutch clinical efficiency. Just 2 minutes after the team's return to the pitch, in the 47th minute, Dumfries was at it again, gliding another precise cross into the danger zone for Cody Gakpo to easily convert. Gakpo was far from finished. Capitalizing on the creative sparks of a newly introduced Crescencio Somerville, the Dutch cut through the Swedish defense yet again. In the 54th minute, Gakpo cut sharply inside from the wing, outmaneuvering his marker, and beat the goalkeeper at the near post to claim his second and his team's fourth. Sweden finally found a consolation prize through their substitutes. Anthony Elanga, who had only been on the pitch for 3 minutes, picked up the ball, skipped past a challenge, and curled an exquisite finish past Verbruggen in the 59th minute. It gave the traveling Swedish fans a brief moment to cheer, bringing the score to 4-1, but the mountain was simply too high to climb. As the match wound down into its final moments, the Dutch added the perfect exclamation point to their afternoon. In the 89th minute, Somerville, who had been a menace ever since coming off the bench at halftime, linked up beautifully with Memphis Depay. He picked his spot with incredible composure, drifting a long shot into the bottom corner where the keeper stood absolutely no chance. With that 5th goal, the referee blew the final whistle shortly after, cementing a massive 5-1 victory for the Netherlands. This result completely flips the script in Group F, pushing the Dutch to the top of the standings and leaving Sweden with plenty of defensive soul-searching to do before their next match. It was a tactical triumph for Koeman, a statement performance from Brobby and Gakpo, and an absolute